Hello everybody, and welcome to the ENDCAST. The second, or it's hard for me to do thirds, but third attempt at the ENDCAST video format. Last week, it quite didn't work out because we're running beta on iPad Pro, on my wife's iPad Pro, and yeah, it didn't work. It just crashed. It got rid of the file. Once we hit stop, we recorded for about an hour, and honestly the iPhone did great on 12.4, but yeah, not so good on the iPad on beta 3, I think it was, of iOS 13. I mean iPad OS. Anyway peeps, so the new format, I'm trying it out. Please bear with me as we go. I'm gonna try to keep it 10 to 15 minutes per section. That way we don't go too long and I can condense my thoughts and all that good stuff. So I got my iPad Pro over here. I got the old 9.7 inch. Yeah, it's the 9.7 inch LTE. It's got its Dunkin' Dents. So we'll try to see how this works out. Anyway, for the first, what do we call it, news? I wanted to say the news article, but anyway, for the week 31st of August of the year, we're in August now, we have the first episode of the month. We're gonna go off with the tech news. As you can see here, I got my name. Usually I have Oren's name there, but he's not with us today, so it's just me handling the show. Well, let's get right into it. The F-35, apparently a commander called it the iPhone of aircraft, war aircraft, I suppose. As you can see here, I got the sources now, but with this video format, at least you'll be able to tell where I'm getting this stuff from, and I'm just making it out of thin air. And honestly, I like the idea of you knowing where I'm getting my sources, so you can have those sources too. And I'll put all of the articles that I use, they're not mine, none of them. They're gonna be in the description of this video, if it actually makes it into a video form. If not, the Podbean website will have it on the description. And so let's get to it. The Task and Purpose said that the F-35 is kind of like the iPhone, for those who are not tuning in through video, according to the Air Force Operational Testing Wing Commander. And so the reason why he said that, it's because the iPhone can adapt through software. So when you buy an iPhone like the iPhone 10, then you move on to the next iPhone or two iPhones afterwards, like the new one that's coming out. That iPhone 10, with those 2 to 3 years of software, it has features that it wasn't able to do, or it didn't do before. You know what I'm saying? And so I agree with him. That sounds really interesting. Brings me to question I guess if he's calling it an iPhone, then it's probably locked down, a more the secure emphasis on it. Because if he said it were Android, honestly, that doesn't sound too enclosed, secure in a sense. You know what I'm saying? For most people. I know Android can be secure, but let's keep it real. That's what image comes from. If you were to say Android, it just wouldn't sound as... It would sound actually more customizable, plus more hackable, in a sense. But anyway, if you disagree, go ahead, spit it in the comments, give a dislike, block me, flag me, whatever. Let's go to the next one. I just found that interesting. You remember the Razr peeps? I don't know if any of you ever handled a Motorola Razr back in the day, the flip version, the flip phone. I had the original Razr, and I had a black version of it, like a matte finish to it, and it was awesome. The keyboard, and in Guatemala, my native country, that thing was used by a ton of people. After the second gen came out, the first gen, everybody was having it, and the second version, honestly, to me was kind of lackluster, in a sense that, I mean, not lackluster is not the right word. It's like, it was flawed. When you first saw it, it was amazing. It was great. What it told you it had was, wow, it was impressive, right? But once you used it, you got to realize that some parts quite didn't fit in, honestly, at least for me. But the build quality, all of that stuff, I liked it a lot. I mean, I think it was aluminum on the back with like a textured grip rubber, and the front was glossy and it was really thin, tall. I mean, I love that phone. Like, its design was awesome, and it was a great upgrade from the Razr one. But definitely battery life took a blow. And then when the thing that was ridiculous was it would go into low power mode, like, no, not low power mode. It was like letting you know that the battery was low by vibrating and pulling off a sound and turning on the outside screen, which, it's like all that noise you're making helps none. It actually degrades the rest of your battery. It's using more battery when it has like less than 10-20% than it did when it was at 50. And I don't know if there was like ever got a software update or anything, but anyway, that was just my experience, and I wanted to hear yours if you have any. But I'm excited to see what they pull off with the Moto Razr 2019, is what this article was saying, you know. I don't know if it's gonna come out this year or whatever, because I kind of lost track of where the Razr phone is going, at least that version. But I'm excited for it to come out and just see what they pull off, man. I think it'd be nice, you know. But anyway, that is from Trusted Reviews, and I wanted to see what you guys thought of the Moto Razr, if you ever experienced that phone. Oh, by the way, it did come out on Android. I wanted it back when I was, I don't know, 14 years old, something like that, 15. I couldn't afford it. I didn't have a smartphone. All I had was a flip phone, and I wanted that Android, the smart Razr phone, and it had the red eye, the Android red eye. If anybody ever if you remember, but yeah, that thing was fun. It was like droid. I don't know, something like around those lines. As you noticed, I'm probably distracting you, which I shouldn't have. It's hard mentally for me to focus on looking at the camera, thinking about the people watching me, then the people only listening that are not watching me, and then syncing my brain, mouth, eyes, and ears and hands to mouth. Did I say mouth? To, synchronizing the video where I'm showing you these articles. But anyway, The Verge said that Apple confirmed that the Apple Card is coming in August, and I'm excited for it. I'm super excited to have the Apple Card, and I know you can tell me, oh no, he's blind. He's gonna give in to the Apple Card and he's lost. This is an ice sheep. Let's kill it. Let's eat. It's the firstborn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying so many times. But anyway, the Apple Card's coming up. I'm excited. I'm all for the 3%. It's actually better than any of my cards that I have. Probably I do have a City card that does 2% back. And it does have a decent APR. So, I mean, in that department, Apple's not pulling great stops. But I just like the fact that it's gonna have a physical card. It's gonna have sync with Apple Pay, and tell you more detail, a little more fun Apple-ish simplification, software integration of just credit cards. And honestly, the titanium one sounds cool, right? But I want that so I can just, when there's no Apple Pay, just use that. When there's Apple Pay, use the Apple Pay version, the digital version. And it's MasterCard, and I've seen some pools in here, like Smith's in the state of Utah. They're not taking Visa, or they're not big fans of it. And I guess MasterCard, and then I've heard from lots of my Latino friends that MasterCard is more popular, at least in Latin America. I don't know where specifically, because some of them are from Colombia, some of them from Mexico, Guatemala, some Brazil, and lots of them, at least the vast majority, kind of say MasterCard. But I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Is Visa better or MasterCard? I always thought Visa is better. That's my understanding. But if you know, share it with the crowd. Let's educate each other. But yeah, anyway, it's coming up. I'm excited. Employees at the Apple Store have been beta testing it. I wish I was one of those. Sorry about the beep beep. That's the alarm system saying the keypad is low on battery. But anyway, that's pretty much all the tech news. It's kind of a slow week, to be honest. In the video game department, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. But in tech news, not much. At least for me. I was hanging out with my wife's family for like 5 days, if I'm right. So I've been out of the loop, so if there's something in tech that I missed, please share it with me in the comments or send me a tweet on Twitter at nwardo7. And let's go to the video games, shall we? Oh, by the way, I want to make intermissions. I do want to make intermissions, so I don't know. I'll try to see if this one works. But at the 10-minute mark, we'll be right back. We're gonna run an ad and see you on the other side. Okay, did that work? We'll see. Anyway, welcome to the ENDCAST. Again, we're tuning into the video game section now. So there's the new update for PUBG coming out. I'm going to test it today. I'm actually going to run a test trial, August. The entire month of August, I'm going to try to stream in English for 2 to 3 hours on Mixer. And by the way, it has nothing to do with Ninja, or at least it didn't. In the sense that I personally was thinking, I was considering for a month and a half now or more, I've been thinking of streaming on Mixer, because on Twitch I've seen growth, but it's not good enough for me. And yes, I am missing YouTube. I only started YouTube about 2 to 3 months ago, but hardcore focus on YouTube has only been about 2 months. And I got a ton of ideas that are going to come through the pipeline this month. But anyway, just Twitch, I felt like I needed a little more accelerated growth. So I'm looking into Mixer, and I'll see if I can get going with Mixer, you know. But it'll be Tuesdays at 3 p.m. to 6 or 3 to 5, around there. And see, I'll try to see if it clicks, you know, in English and on Mixer. And if it doesn't, and Twitch takes off in Spanish, I think as a partner in Twitch, you can still stream, not at the same time, but, you know, a unique stream to another platform is okay. I'm not sure. I'll confirm. I know as an affiliate, which I am on Twitch, you can. So that's my piece of pie that I'm going to give a shot. I'm going to play with. But anyway, yada, yada, yada. Moving to PUBG. The new update came out, and I have a friend. We're going to try it today and see what happens after I try the new Fortnite Season 10. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, I've been playing Fortnite since halfway through Season 7, if I remember correctly. But yeah, before then, I only touched it once or twice, and wasn't a big fan of it. Definitely PUBG Mobile was always in my focus. And then PUBG comes out on the consoles, and it sucks. I mean, it sucked then. Like, it was bad. But at least for me, even to this day, it's a good game. It's not a bad one. But it sucks in the sense that Blackout, Fortnite, Apex, even PUBG Mobile, its mobile counterpart, are just more refined than the PUBG console version, you know. And so that's sad. And yes, I know PC is where it's at probably, but, you know, the console, Fortnite, PC, console, even mobile, they're great. There's really not a compromise. It's just the platform's compromise, not the game itself. And PUBG is not just the platform, it's the actual product that is just not refined, you know. And so anyway, that's PUBG. I'm excited to try the tank. I saw Dr. Disrespect run around in the train. Did I say train? I meant tank. Everybody calls it tank, but it's not a tank. But you know. Anyway, the PUBG World Cup, dude. Ball fetch. I forgot. I'm not even touching the articles. My bad, peeps. This article was, as you'll see here, was from Comic Book. They talked about it. I read it. The new Xbox. Oh, now let's sync with the video. The Xbox games for this month, I think, are dope. We got Gears of War 4, baby. Gears of War 4 is coming for the free games of the month for Xbox Live Gold. I'm telling you, Microsoft wants people to get on Gears, and I'm all for it. I'm actually in an esports team as of the recording of this video. By the time it's ended, I hope I'm still in there. But I'm on roster 2 on the Latino Power League, or Latino Professional League, the LPL. But anyway, yeah, we're training for a tournament that's coming up in about a month and a half from now. And so I'm excited for, you know, Gears to keep growing and keep going. See, I can rhyme. But anyway, yeah, that's one of the games here. As you can, if you're watching the video version, you'll see you'll see your stuff. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the other games. Forza Motorsport 6, and for those people that don't have the video, is also coming out starting August 16th. Gears of War is from the 1st till the end of the month. I think it's 31 days. Then we got Castlevania Lords of Shadow, which also becomes available. And so yeah, pretty much those are your games. Torchlight is also there. It's an Xbox 360 game. And so that's I don't know anything about Torchlight on 1 to 15th. I just saw it. Looks interesting. Anyway, that's the article for that one. And it's from GameSpot. And the next, guys, the Fortnite World Cup. What? Okay, so story unavailable. There may be a problem with the server. Okay, we'll try again. Let's give it another shot. Okay, it just failed. It's fine. Anyway, so the Fortnite World Cup, the first player I think said that they managed to win. So all 100 players earned at least $50,000, and then it went up to a 1.3 million. I think for the creative winners took just 1.3 million each. And so the number one player, I think, solo tournament, he won 3 million, minus taxes, of course, most than likely. But guys, that's a ton of money. That's a ton of money, if you ask me. And I was considering getting into it, but then I was into Apex. I recently got done with Blackout. But yeah, I was like, I don't know. I want to get into Gears instead, and maybe Halo. I just wasn't on the fence for so long that I didn't pull the trigger on anything besides Gears. Which is something. I mean, I'm proud of it. It's just the Fortnite World Cup, man. I like the passion right now. I definitely have it more than it was before to keep playing Fortnite, but I just like the passion. Like I like Fortnite. I don't love Fortnite. I just like it, And so we'll see. I'm gonna keep playing, see what season 10 comes, and see what friends and people I get to know along the way. Because honestly, for me, Fortnite, I'd say half of the experience is just the social connection that you have with your viewers and other people. That there's this skin, this event, you can partake in it, be part of it, share it with people, and if you're not, you're out of the loop, kind of like in a group text. If you don't check it, you're gonna be stuck out of the loop. And so I think that's the magic of Fortnite, and I like it. If you don't like Fortnite, well, honestly, I've seen so much trash talking about Fortnite that let's stop it. Don't put it in the comments, please. If you don't like it, just say I don't like it and leave it at that. Anyway, Xbox is getting rid of Cortana, people. Xbox One is getting a new home interface, which I'm all for it. I currently like the current one, but don't really use it or care for it much. Sorry, I need to get comfortable here. There we go. Okay, so the new Xbox, apparently, it's going to get rid of Cortana. And for me, I like the idea of using Cortana, but there is just, there is too much of a delay. It's not a horrible delay, but when you activate Cortana with your microphone while you're in the middle of a game, I feel like the Xbox is not optimized or is just lacking resources to operate, for example, Gears of War 4 at 4K 60 on FPS on multiplayer. If I try to use Cortana, she just lags like 1.5 or 2 seconds. And that makes the difference for me to want to use it. Yes, there's like when you're waiting for respawning, but it needs to be instant, But anyway, that's just me. So I'm honestly not gonna. Sorry, this thing's making a weird noise. I'm not gonna miss Cortana, to be honest, on the Xbox. But it's fine. I do wish though that they would keep implementing that. What I'm trying to say is I wish they would keep her going, keep developing her, and making her more useful, more in the sense of, more specifically, at least for me, open to other devices and whatnot, which they're doing, but I just wish it would sync with like Siri, in a sense, my Xbox, not Cortana. And I wish Siri spoke like Cortana and she were called Cortana, because Cortana is dope. It's Halo, man. It's Halo, okay? That's the main reason why I would want Cortana to keep going, you know, and keep being a fundamental part of the Xbox experience, because I don't want Cortana to go down. But they're shifting her focus to other more business-centric company, I think, stuff and other products, so it's fine. Won't miss her there. Xbox One Evo sales up. All the fighting games that are popular out there, except the one that I think is decently popular, is Dead or Alive 6. Honestly, it's not on the sale, sadly. But yeah, all the other fighting games you may want, they're in there. But I think they're DOA is on another tournament. It's in another tournament, so it's probably, I'm confusing them. I don't follow the fighting the fighting scene so much, you know, in the game, the fighting genre. So let me share 2 articles. So going back to a little bit about Ninja. And my friend posted them in websites through Google. So yeah, I don't want to touch them and open my browser and then you can see all my tabs. I'll let you go into speculation in the comments as to why not. But anyway, Ninja says that he's going to leave Twitch, of course. The reason why with Mixer, as I was saying, but I think I lost my train of thought, was that before I was going to go into Mixer, I was considering it, right? And I've decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to read if I can do it as an affiliate, and I'm going to try it. And why not with English? And then his announcement, boom, comes in today, which is my first day trying it in English. So there's that. That's just coincidence. But I will acknowledge, I'm not going to deny that him switching over to from Twitch to Mixer brings a little bit more confidence in my prior made decision. And so I don't think it's definitely, I still think, a risk that he's doing. But I also see that it just makes logical sense if he wants to be known or remembered as a pioneer in a sense, you know. And so, and definitely it's not a comfortable way. Like, there's other things. There's a lot of things that you can say that he's got it easy because they're giving him free subs and blah blah yada yada, private contract of millions more than likely, and all that stuff. But honestly, he's got the chance. He's got the opportunity to be remembered as a pioneer of streaming, in a sense of making Twitch and Mixer compete. And hopefully, me personally, I don't have anything against him. I want him to succeed because I want Mixer to become more popular. I want Mixer to have more people so Twitch can get off their high horse and, I don't know, remember that they're not immortal or untouchable, which they technically almost are, but they're not. And so, yeah, at least that. That's just my thoughts on it. And Google, apparently, according to my friend, he shared this article, which I have not read anything on. It's from the AMP, the Verge. Oh, no, sorry, the AMP is something different. My bad. The Verge. They were saying that Google is testing a Play Pass subscription service for premium apps and games. I'm not surprised. I mean, Apple announced theirs, and it's not a bad idea. So go ahead, give it a shot. The one thing I wanted to talk about, video game related, that, oh crap, I'm forgetting. There was one other thing. No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much. The Gears 5, the tech test. I don't know if I kind of lost track with. I don't even think I recorded last week's episode with the podcast. I'm not even sure, but anyway, the Gears 5, honestly, get me rid of that box. It's annoying me. I'm probably annoying you on the microphone. It's Microsoft Gears 5 tech test was nice, and I'm excited for Gears. I think it'll be a great game. I was and am a little worried with longevity, but I do recognize that there's nothing out there like Gears. Like, I played Gears of War 4 for 3-4 straight months, loved it, changed it because I wanted to. I actually forced myself to play something else because I was kind of complacent with Gears, so that I didn't look for anything else. But with Gears of War 5, it's just more of what's already working, just fine-tuned and refined. So I'm all for it. I'm excited for the campaign and all that. Multiplayer, if I still am in the esports scene and I actually get in deeper, it's gonna be great, because escalation is just too bare bones on Gears 4. Gears 5 is actually gonna be more strategic, and I think that'll help with not just raw shotgun lancer skill, but actual hammer burst other guns, dynamics, you know, more opportunity for moments to shine where it's not obvious that you're gonna shine, but you can take a risk and it just works, you know? So I'm all for that. I'm gonna jump into the games we played section, which now will be games I played section. But we're gonna make a transition, see if it works, or, yeah. I'll see you around. We're back. Okay, we should be back with an ad. I don't know. Probably not gonna run an ad, but it's a beta. Anyway, the games I played was PUBG Mobile. Played it with my family. My cuñado, I think his name, what would be in English? Your wife's brother. Yeah, my wife's brother. I played it. I played PUBG Mobile with him and then other people, and it's fun. He played Sky Children of the Light, which I played too, and it's fun. He liked it. He thinks it's still kind of weird, which I agree. I mean, Sky Children of the Light is sort of an experience rather than a game. You know, it's hard. It's just the way I'd say it. And I played Fortnite, of course. In Fortnite, I finished Season 9, but I only got to level 87, which is where I actually wanted to get to. Because I didn't really care for skin number 100. It's kind of like, I mean, it was cool, not gonna lie. It was cool, but not my piece of pie. You know, it's not worth for me the effort that it would have taken me to get there, or money, if you know what I mean. But the one I do wish I would have gotten was the Fortnite skin, finding all the Fortnites. That skin was dope, but I just, the amount of time it would have taken to get into it and stress, I said, no, it's not worth it. So I didn't. I've been actually kind of forcing myself. I kind of got off my high from skins on Fortnite because I started actually seeing the skins for the dollar amount that it is for a skin, and the social pressure that comes from people wanting to see that skin, or that I might get seen with that skin. But I'm a person that wants to keep, I want to make, my dream is to be able to afford living off YouTube, or being an influencer, I guess you would call it, or entrepreneur with my own YouTube, my own streaming thing. Might do some stuff with languages, doing it in multiple languages because of my ability to speak 4 different languages. And so I want to fetch my train of thought. I'm losing it. No, guys, yeah, it's gone. Yeah, I could feel it, kind of like a train in Metro Exodus, just leaving you in the desert to die out of radiation. Yeah, that was sad. Anyway, as I was saying, that's my dream to do. I don't even know where I was going with. Oh yeah, the skins in Fortnite. As I create my own mixer and not my mixer, my own career, you know, I want to keep video game centric or tech centric, but when it comes to video games, I want to keep jumping between video games. I'm the kind of person that I like to have 1 or 2 main games, but I also like to have time and the enjoyment of multiple games like Metro, Tomb Raider, Halo. I want the stories of Halo. I want to be able to experience like Sky Children of the Light in depth, not just, hey, I played it for 30 minutes and I went on to the next. You know, I want to actually do that and just have multiple games to experience. GTA, and then indie games like Shantae, I think it's called, platformers. The game with in the blind forest. If you know what I'm talking about, please put it in the comments. Eden, something like that. You know, let me know. Anyway, that's part of my dream. On the other news, as you can see on the video format, it's something about tech from Tech Digest. Tech to help farmers detect plant diseases with smartphones. Apparently, you'll be able to use the smartphone with other things to be able to, you know, modularity in a sense, to be able to detect and process things from farms, diseases in your vegetables and stuff. As you can tell, my voice is kind of dry because I'm kind of low. I'm not breathing. My nose is kind of like becoming congested and my throat is dry, and I should have brought water, but I didn't, and I don't want to work with pauses, so I'm going to leave this podcast at around 30 minutes. And I'll leave all the links to the articles in the description of the YouTube version of this video. And please let me know what you think. I hope to catch you on Mixer, in Twitch in Spanish, and maybe one day Twitch in English. I don't know. We'll see how things work out. But anyway, I appreciate your time. Appreciate all the listeners. We've had I think I have 7 to 10 listeners per week. It is small, but I mean, if you're taking your time and I'm providing you things that you are finding useful, I appreciate for you to give up your time for me. And please let me know where I can improve so that I can make it better for you and better for me, and we can keep along this journey, which it's hard, man. This journey's hard, but we just gotta muscle through it sometimes, and sometimes just have fun, etc., etc. Just have partners, some friends, or just acquaintances. Anyway, enough of the emotional crap. I'm gonna see you all later. Remember, social media, it's all Eduardo7, just like the Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, blah blah blah, yada yada, Xbox, PlayStation, mobile, whatever. Anyway, have a good day, and I'll catch you all next time.